Hey everybody, Sensible Living Podcast and Blog. I'm your host, Micah McGregor, and we are on episode, 18 today. So, we have been talking about the shit hits the fan scenario, everyday carry, the super zombie volcano. So, we've been talking about the super zombie volcano, EMPs, and just a bunch of different things dealing with that whole sensible living, or not sensible living, but dealing with that whole shit hits the fan scenario. Today, I want to talk about something just slightly different. It may go both ways. Picking your battles. So, we live in a world where we're inundated with social media, Facebook, MeWe, Instagram, Twitter, all just different things, different social media. I'm not on all of them, okay? I'm on MeWe, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, obviously. I'm trying to get everything still moved over to podcasting, yes, but we're constantly bombarded with all this information, and not all this positive. Matter of fact, I want to say 80% of the shit, the stuff on Facebook is negative. It's geared. Facebook algorithms, they did that psychological test. It came out. They're making sure you only got the bad stuff. And my God, some of you out there, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm on Facebook. I'm on season 27, I'm on season 27, episode 19 of This Is Your Bullshit, Stop! Seriously. I hate to break it to you, but honestly, no one really cares. I know that's harsh, but your drama, my God, just every day it's something new, some of you. And then also, this is a shout out, John Willis. I got this from John Willis of Special Operations Equipment, SOE Gear, Sensible Living Podcast and Blog. We love everything they do. We support them whenever we can. Obviously, we support them by buying stuff and getting their name out there. Like, they really need my help getting their name out there. But you know what? John brought up the other day on a live broadcast. About those of you that go around, I'm doing a purge. I'm going to purge my Facebook. Look, everybody, you have 4 days, and you better make it on my list. I'm going to purge you. You know what? Stop. Seriously, just stop. You know what? I like what John said. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Just kick him off your Facebook. Just kick him off your Facebook. You don't need that. And, another thing, I heard John say, and yes, I am stealing from John today on a lot of things. You know what? People are like battery chargers. They're either going to drain you or they're going to add to you. Look around to those that you socialize and you work with and that you're business partners with. If they're not adding to you, they're taking from you. And some of them can take 75, 50, 25, 95% of your energy, just zap you. Reevaluate that. You don't need people taking from you in life. You need people that give back to you, and you got that negativity. You got those people that just, constantly just posting just bullshit. Don't tell them you're going to purge. Just kick them. You don't need them, obviously. And let me ask you a question. If you're purging these so-called people, are they really your friends? Is this someone that you can call up and say, hey, I'm moving this Saturday. Can you give me a hand? Hey, I'm in a bit of a bit of a bind. Hey, can you help me out? Or is this someone that just, oh my God, I liked your photo. Oh my God, your foodie photos are so wonderful. Like. And then you're okay, I'll like their page too. And then it's just, season 9, episode 300 of This Is My Bullshit. Dump them. Don't tell them. Just dump them. So that's Facebook. Get away from that negativity. I like to go by a little saying, and I've said it before: circle of influence, circle of concern. If I can't influence it, I'm really not that concerned about it. I'm really not. I used to get wrapped up into that bullshit, and I'm done. I try very hard not to get wrapped up in the political mumbo jumbo bullshit, because guess what? It's the same impeachment trial of Jackson. It's the same impeachment of Nixon. It's the same impeachment of Clinton, and Trump is the same impeachment as all of those guys. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. It's just different. It's just a different year in different things. Oh, Orange Man bad. Ooh, Barack Obama's not a citizen. You know what? It's the same bull crap. You know what? Left wing, right wing, both on the same bird. I don't mean to come across sounding like it's us versus them or them versus us. Sometimes, honestly, it feels that way. And us with Sensible Living Podcast and blog, we really focus. We like the Constitution. That's it. We follow the Constitution here, plain and simple. All that other stuff that they've added in the millions of regulations, all that is just poop in the sewer. That's all it is. So, circle of influence, circle of concern. And you know what? No matter what I post on the interwebs about the Syrian bombing, the Antifa rally, the liberal or conservative that I'm arguing with, and I'm going to make sure that they know my point of view and theirs is wrong. And you know what? Guess what? I ain't changing anyone's opinion. They're not changing mine. I am a Second Amendment supporter through and through. I've had people, what extent? Tanks? Sure. Okay. An A-10? Sure. Where does it stop? Well, if the U.S. military has it, I should have it. I just can't afford it. I mean, honestly, you want to look on they have military auctions. You can buy like an old Sherman tank. Can't get an A1 Abrams though. An M1 Abrams, you can't get that yet. As soon as they come out with something new, but it's coming. Thanks, Scully, for that information. But you got to surround yourself with that positive attitude, and you got to project that. And I know some of you are on Facebook and you're promoting your businesses, and I get that. That's important. I have a couple Facebook groups. I have the one, Sensible Living, that's connected to the podcast that we have. I have 4570 Primitive, and I have Recon Overlanding. I run those groups. I'm not really playing a game with Facebook pages anymore, because honestly, I'm not paying $35 for you to give my information out to people that I know. I'm done with that. I've transferred mostly everything over to the groups. We still have the pages. I'll keep that. I'll keep some information going in there. But you're going to get more information out of the group. And if your day is being spent arguing with idiots, why don't you just argue at the wall? Because that's about as far as you're going to get. I mean, yes, we all have differing views. Here's the thing. I have my viewpoints. I have my opinions. They may actually be wrong. I may be off base on some of them. And that's one reason why I like listening to a different opinion, because honestly, I don't know everything. I just don't. I don't want to know everything. I don't want that type of responsibility. And let's get that up. I don't want that type of responsibility. I just don't. But to sit here and jump on, and I'm going to start arguing with someone again, moms demanding hot action or whatever the anti-gun moms want, more action, or moms demand gun action, and I don't know what it is. I disagree with them 100%. I don't want to debate them. I don't want to talk to them. They're, in my opinion, they are they're intellectually dishonest. They're just completely moronic in their stance. But guess what? That's my opinion. They think I'm a cold-blooded killer because I support the Second Amendment. You know what? No matter all the arguing, all the debate, all the facts, they're going to resort to name-calling. I'm going to get agitated. I'm going to resort to name-calling, which we all know that is now the lowest form of debate, is once you move into name-calling, plain and simple. If you can't hold a debate with facts, or you start attacking other things, you start calling someone dirty names because they don't agree with you. Oh, come on. That's the lowest form. You're not debating. I get it. You're politically motivated. You love politics. And with the it's just one of those things. I really can't understand this whole, you have to agree with me 100% on everything or you're not on my side. I'm sorry, I'm not lockstep with any party, let alone the Republicans, let alone the Democrats or the Libertarians. Plain and simple, I'm a voluntarist, I'm an anarchist. Plain and simple, non-aggression policy. But I even battle with that with my own self, because I do believe in the importance of a strong military. I do, and that goes completely against the whole anarchist persona. That's non-aggression, non-coercion. That's just goes against it. But you know what? I'm happy with the way I think, Do I think yes, I'll say it right now. Yeah, we need to be out of these wars. We have had a continuous war since, honestly, Vietnam. We've never been not at war. It just doesn't make sense. So I even battle with my own viewpoints, and we should question our viewpoints. We should not be so entrenched in our own ideas that we cannot hear a different thing. One example, for the longest time, I was very against the whole concept of legalization of pot. Oh my God, it's going to cause people to be druggies. I would go just completely, no. And then I moved to, just, this is kind of ridiculous. Decriminalize it. Just decriminalize it. Now, I'm a lot different. Why is this not legal federally? Oh, that's right, because the correctional system makes a lot of profit. There's that magic word again, profit, off of the incarceration of young adults for minor drug offenses. Yes, minor drug offenses. But I do live in the wonderful state of Colorado, and it is completely legalized, but there are exceptions. You can't have a certain amount. If you have a certain amount, if you go over somebody's predetermined idea of how much you should have, you're now breaking the law. You can't transport across state lines. That is known as trafficking. There's a bunch of, problems with it. But you know what? Hopefully, as some people say, orange man bad. Hopefully President Trump, I'll say it, President Trump, will federally legalize it just to stick it to the Democrats. That would be funny. That would be funny. Their heads would explode. They really would. So I digress. Let's go back. So the social media thing. You need to start looking at things, circle of influence, circle of concern. And people are like batteries. They're going to drain you. They're going to either add to you or subtract from you. Add to you or subtract from you. If people are subtracting from you, not making your life better, sorry, boot them. Boot them. If it's family, well, that's a whole different story. Then don't associate with them as much. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, you can tell family. I'll tell you straight out. I got a couple people in my family. I will never set foot in their home. And the point is, you want those around you to bring you up positively. And you have to learn what you can affect and how much energy you're willing to expend when you try to change someone's mind to seeing your way of things. And to me anymore, it's like, well, here's my point. This is what I think. You can disagree with me and carry on. You know, I don't expect you to 100% agree with me, but what I do expect is you to be at least polite about it and not bother me. It's that simple. Look, you want to be an atheist, that's fine. You can be an atheist. But don't turn around and tell me that I'm an idiot for believing in a fairy tale. You know what? It's plain and simple. You know, the All-Father, Odin, brings about, you know, or there is nothingness. There's just nothing. Jesus Christ was make-believe. He's a fairy tale, and you're an idiot. No. There's a lot of people who believe they're not idiots. They choose to follow that belief. They choose to follow that so-called fairy tale. They choose to follow that form of faith, and it's that simple. Nothing. And then people of faith, I'm sorry, you know, sitting there telling someone who's an atheist that's never harmed anybody, that lives a normal life, that just goes about, it's like, I believe in science. I don't believe in fairy tales. There's nothing. You die and you rot. Oh, Satan has the grip on you. You're a horrible person. Stop. It's not your place to pass judgment on these people. It really isn't. You know, I get it. You want to argue. You want to force them into thinking your way. Is that how you want to spend your day? Really? Couldn't you be doing something to put more food on your table, more money in your wallet, getting more done around the house? But no, you're sitting here dilly-dallying, arguing with idiots who you don't even know online because they don't share your point of view. Circle of influence, circle of concern. You're not influencing them. You're actually pissing them off. And it turns into a big name-calling fight every time. I've read your comments. I've been sucked into some. Oh my God. Yeah. Season 9, episode 37 of Your Bullshit. So, you know what? We live in a world with billions of people. Not everyone is going to follow your God. Not everyone is going to follow your thoughts on every little aspect of life. They're not. As long as they're not affecting your everyday life and your family, if they're just caring about their day, doing their own thing, let them be. They're not hurting you, and you don't need to hurt them. We'd be a much better world if we would just leave each other alone to their own devices. Your little Joey sitting at home smoking some weed on his couch isn't hurting anybody. He isn't. Plain simple. It doesn't affect your life, if it doesn't affect your life, liberty, or property, it's not a crime. It really isn't. And it's not affecting you. Carry on. Move forward. Do something to enrich your life. Pick up a book. Oh, my eyes itch. You know, pick up a book. Read something. You know, sit down with the kids. Play a board game. Most of you are spending way too much time on social media anyways. And it's showing because it's affecting your lives. You know, when you wake up in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, if you're leaning over and grabbing your phone to see what's on social media, stop. Just stop. Don't touch your social media for 45 minutes. Get up, do your morning routine. Don't touch your social media. Wait 45 minutes. Wait 45 minutes after you get up to touch social media before you touch anything. Get your shower, get your shave, get your shit, shower and shave on. Eat your breakfast. Read the paper. Well, okay. Paper. You know what? Check the traffic, check the weather. You know, guess what? The world's still going to shit. The world's still going to hell in a handbasket. Hasn't changed. It's just a new, different story of how bad it's going. Okay? You know, don't even read the newspaper for 45 minutes. Read the funnies or something. Need to get to a point where you're not starting your day frazzled or angry. it shows. Too many of you are walking around with such chips on your shoulder over things you cannot control. You can't. My God. I can't affect traffic. I'm going to kick back. I'm going to record a podcast. I'm going to drive with you wonderful people watching my show. I'm going to enjoy this. And actually, today's not that bad so far. I haven't hit actually downtown. I'm coming in from Boulder today. Haven't hit downtown Denver yet. And so traffic will get bad as we go down there. Whoa! There we go. Brake lights. So I can't control the traffic, but I can enjoy it with some music and podcasts. What podcasts do I listen to while I'm driving and not recording? Tell you what. I listen to the Survival Podcast. I listen to the Badass University, or the University of Badassery. That's Pat Mack and the Reverend. It's actually a good one. I like that one. Joe Rogan. That's the ones, and Gun Talk. Fieldcraft, that's a new one I started. I'm kind of liking him. He's growing on me a little bit, but Fieldcraft, I've been, listening to that lately. My first podcast I ever started listening to, I still do listen to him occasionally, and I am so sorry that I have not been listening to him every day. But Superhuman Radio by Carl Lenore. Everything and anything and everything nutritional and health. Superhuman Radio. It's right up there as one of my number one podcasts. That was my first podcast other than RX Muscle that I was listening to. But RX Muscle was once a week. Superhuman Radio, Monday through Friday. Carl Lenore. And Carl, if you ever listen to this, shout out, buddy. Hope you and Elise are doing well. The beautiful and talented Elisa. But Carl Lenore, Superhuman. And we're going to actually, episode 20, we're going to talk about what I learned from Carl and a little more shout outs to him on that one. Stop letting social media dictate your life. Plain and simple. Know your battles, pick your battles. And a lot of you are picking the wrong battles because you're fighting with walls and bricks that will never change their stance. And the more that you go after these people with you will listen, the more they will entrench themselves. It's plain and simple. And with that, I'm Michael McGregor with Sensible Living Podcast and Blog, episode 18. And everybody, you have a wonderful day. And we'll catch you on the next show. I'm out.